Serendipity.
Stephen Maguire then gets frame 8 underway, and he'll be hoping that that is the last break-off shot he has to play this evening. What has Neil Robertson got left in the tank? We know what a great competitor he is, what a great player he is. He's not shown it consistently tonight. From 3-0 down, he won 2 frames, make it 3-2, and you thought, well, he's back in the game and maybe he'll force himself on to win this match, but he's really up against it now.
Taking on a big shot straight away here. Thinks he can get around the back of the black.
One.
Fantastic opening grid. I think we're getting the answers
5
about what Neil Robertson has left to offer. I suppose to some degree it depends whether he can put enough pressure on Stephen Maguire to put him out of his stride, because he started to look like the winner of this match. Looks like he's mentally strong enough to get over the line. It only takes a little run, the form, a little purple patch, and he'll be back in it again.
Yeah, but and he'll have it clear in his mind that he's got to play don't miss snooker. And in a way, that can take a little bit of pressure off you. You know,
11.
There's no other way to think now. Just got to think positive.
12.
He's overscrewed it. Is he on the black? Is he on the pink? I don't think so.
He plays it. He played the shot a positive way. There were other positional shots to play. He went really for the jugular there in opening those reds up.
But the way he's looking from the balk end, he's just going to have to settle for a safety shot off one of the balk colours.
Big disappointment there. He looked in good nick in the early part of this frame. Got to a cracking start, and would have been a lovely frame to have won in one visit. Struck back with no real difficulty in getting over the line. Now all of a sudden back to grafting snooker. Good safety shot though. Stephen Maguire might have to play very thin off the red on the left of the table. That's about what and that's dangerous. That could send it towards the right-hand corner. Or was he looking at a more aggressive route? He's playing the pot with an element of safety by the blue pocket. There you go. What do I know?
Well, I'll be honest with you, the way he's getting down, I thought like you, Steve, but he's done very well there to find a path around the back of the black, and there's lots of obstacles in the way.
Must admit, it seemed like an aggressive shot he was taking on. It's just the way he sort of sometimes approaches a shot leads you to believe he's playing a pot. Great shot there from... a bit unlucky.
1.
And all of a sudden, the balls are not going in Neil Robertson's favour now. He wants an open match from now on in, really.
I know it might not be a telling safety, but if you've got the advantage in the tactical exchange, which you should have now, I'd like to see either the green or brown a little bit away from the cushion. So at least if you knocked a long red in, you'd have something to go at. The yellow not being on its spot, so will he bring the brown away from the cushion? Yeah, don't blame him for doing that. He's always going to have a good cue ball. He's tried to cover the escape route down the right-hand side of the table.
Thank you.
Can he get past the blue to play down the right-hand side of the table? There you see it, he can. Now this is the one that they've just been missing, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, this is made harder by it's tight on the cushion.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. That was an excellent shot. And he's looking, Stephen, to see if he's blocked the path, but I think Neil can just get past the pink to play safe down the right-hand side of the table. There you see it.
Yeah, and this could be the telling safety shot. Every chance that Neil Robertson will be able to, should he choose that red, get that ball back to it roughly where it's come from. Bit short of pace, well short of pace. Nothing telling about that.
No, and the chance for Stephen Maguire. He's got this red that goes to the left corner, and he can stun in between the red near the top cushion and the black, so he can go up the table for the blue. Good pot. And he's all right. He'll settle for the yellow.
Steve Maguire's first match-winning chance. He seems to be
3.
in the right frame of mind to take it as well.
Four.
We haven't necessarily seen that much of the best of Stephen Maguire in the last few years, but he is one fantastic match player.
And it looks as though the black spot is nice and clear. And the black will go to
11.
the right corner. Now just leave a nice angle on the black and play for the red just above the black. Oh, he's come too straight on the red. Oh, he can always screw back, play for the pink, if he doesn't feel as though he can play for the black in the same pocket. I don't think he can force it over. So deep screw for the pink, it looks like. Lots of bottom, left-hand side. Played it well.
The pink's not ideal to play. He'd have rather stayed around the black and cleared the area first. There's a little bit of a trap in having to play for the pink. Obviously it spots, so that makes the red to the left of it more difficult. He's got to sort of screw down for this red behind the main pack, I think. Oh, he's underscrewed it. He needed a very deft touch on that to get exactly right. See where the pink's going to go now. There wasn't that much room for manoeuvre. 2 or 3 inches more screw back would have been perfect. And now it can go wrong. What do you fancy, the screw back, John?
I think the one thing you've got to concentrate in on here. Paramount. Don't miss the red. Don't sacrifice the pot for position. But it's a screw back it is. Good shot, and that pink's running round. Oh, if it had run a bit further, he may have had the pink. He's not ideal on the colour.
Just the difference that being straight on a ball makes. That this could have been quite an easy clearance. Under the circumstances, obviously not easy, but I mean, simple clearance.
Well, he's grabbing the frame by the throat here, taking his pink on.
He can open the reds, I think, as well, if he gets it right. Well, he got it wrong and opened the reds. Has he got away with this?
Did Maguire 9?
No, I don't think so. For a minute, the pink was going to go land on top of the white. Chance missed.
Well, he saw the winning line and he went for it, didn't he? He sits down. He's got a 6-point lead. Now, what can Neil make of this chance? This could be his last chance if he doesn't take it. Well, what a misjudgment. What a misjudgment.
He potted it cleanly. He potted it in right in the middle of the pocket, so it was a misjudgment of exactly the line the cue ball was going to take.
Yeah, that middle pocket never moves. It's always there, and he should have known that the cue ball was heading towards that. As you say, red went right in the middle.
Steve Maguire lining up for the big one. This goes in. It's another clear-cut opportunity. Well, he's hit it too well with all the adrenaline pumping. He's pured it.
Pured it. That's a good word. So it's a tricky yellow. But we know after his last visit when he played the pink, he's going to go for the winning line at this visit. He's not going to hold back.
Well, this is a monstrously tough shot. Well played. Oh, don't tell me it's landed on that. It's a smile from Steve Maguire.
Oh, it's amazing this game sometimes, isn't it?
Go.
He's played a terrific shot on the hour, and he's finished in the only place where he hasn't got an easy pot on. And as I say, he's desperate to try and win the frame at any visit he gets. But he'll have to bite the bullet here, I feel, and play safe. Too risky to play a pot on the red that's closest to the blue, surely.
Probably play that 100 times and not land up there.
Steve Maguire 3.
Well, that was unfortunate, to say the least. Now needs to be on a colour.
1.
And he's not. Okay, he can pot the green, but that's no good to him. He won't be able to get on the reds.
Played a roll-up earlier in the match where he failed to hit the ball. Very difficult to roll up behind the yellow. Slippery carpet.
You're Robertson 1.
Could have perhaps tried to hit the green back off the side cushion and snook it in behind the green. Perhaps he was concentrating on making sure that cue ball was absolutely tight to the rail. No breathing space.
Yeah, I suppose, and by leaving it, he's thinking, well, Stephen might play safe off the red that's just to the right of the black, and leaving the cue ball there, the pink definitely becomes a blocker if you're trying to get back, but he's played some good thin safeties during this match, as Stephen needs one here.
He can play thin off this red on the left of the table, but what he's got to be careful of is sticking it up over the opposite corner. Absolutely fantastic shot. Really went for the throat.
Yeah, and thought, for all money, if he pots the red, he'd be on the green.
Yeah.
Black.
Delicate shot, this. Oh, there's the steal. So Neil Robertson has just got to hit and hope here.
Those little roll-ups can win your matches.
Yeah, I suppose he's coming off the right-hand side cushion, so he didn't have to hit and hope, but this red to the right of the black, he's got to catch half ball on the left-hand side as we look now to get it safe. Doesn't want to hit it too full. There'll be a pot to the far left corner here, and we've already seen that Stephen Maguire, he's not in the mood to refuse anything. He's looking for any chance possible to put this match to bed.
I might have been tempted to play that dead weight on that escape. Oh, this goes. Very well struck.
Yeah, didn't realise he could get through to the middle. Nevertheless, it was a good pot. 14 points to lead.
Yellow.
I was just going to say, this green will put him 17 points in front. So 2 reds, 2 high-value colours.
Yellow,
into the
yellow,
semi-final.
yellow, 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 yellow.
What about brown, brown, brown?
Well, I think yellow with the rest off 2 cushions is guaranteed to be on a red. This green could go wrong. Brown, a bit tricky with the rest, perhaps. Should be on the red, but it could go wrong. He'd be delighted with that.
That could be the winning shot.
Five.
And Neil, nothing he can do now. It looks like his race is run. Because Stephen Maguire is looking for one more red and a colour. Well, he got off to a bad start.
12.
Trail 3-0, got it back to 3-2, and you thought the comeback was well and truly on. But in fairness, Stephen Maguire didn't
13.
weaken. He's pushed on, and this looks like the end of the Daffabet Masters for the world #1 and reigning UK champion. This isn't a ranking event, no ranking points available, but it's very prestigious. £200,000 goes to the winner on Sunday evening, and that won't be going to Neil Robertson.
23.
Yeah, I don't think Neil's done anything massively wrong tonight. It's just not been his night.
$27.
Very impressed with Steve Maguire. Could this be his year at the Masters?
32.
Well, it doesn't get any easier, of course, when you're playing in these big events, because Tomorrow in the semi-final he'll have to face Ronnie O'Sullivan, but at the moment he'll enjoy very much the victory. Neil Robertson will be disappointed, but every credit to Steve Maguire. When the going got tough, he got going, and he runs out, you could say, a comfortable winner. 6 frames to 2, he's in the semi-final.